What is going on, you guys? Welcome to today's video. Wait till I show you this. So let me go ahead and pull this out real fast and show you what I'm talking about. Yesterday you guys saw we went through, washed the car. It came insanely clean, but I did one other thing. Starts right up. After yesterday's video, I want to show you, and it looked really good. All right, so let me show you this. Like I said, yesterday, the car, I mean, it looked a million times better, but I went through and I waxed this door and that one to see how it come out. And look at this thing now. Again, still needs a good paint correction, but like, that's not bad. It pretty much went from this all over. Well, not quite that bad, because it's like a chalkboard, but look at that. And I've only done this one and this one so far. I want to do the entire car, but look how good this thing's looking. And it's so like smooth now. I'm not a professional detailer by any means, but this thing looks night and day difference from yesterday. You can see where I stopped. I stopped right at the door, but whew, the black on this car is looking good. But for right now, we'll save the rest of the waxing for later on. Today, we're putting a ton of new parts on the front of this car. As you can see, we have lots of nice new parts for the Corrado. Just a nice little front end refresh for this car. We've got new brakes, rotors, pads, and the new brake line right here. Some bushings for the sway bar, end links, and the ones for the body of the car. New drain bolt, oil filter, and I have the oil over there. And then nice new control arms left and right. New bushings with ball joints on both sides. And then the oil pan gasket here. So needless to say, the front of this car is going to feel a million times better. Plus, no more leaky oil pan. I still can't believe how good this thing is looking now. Like before, this car was like, it was gray pretty much, and now it's back to like a nice deep gloss black. I can't believe how good this came out. It's crazy. I really wish all of this would have came clean, because it's kind of killing how good this looks, but I don't know enough about paint or detailing. I don't think, I mean, I'm pretty sure you have to go through and sand this down and respray it. I don't think this would come off, but maybe with the right combination of something, it would. I just wish that looked like this. Go ahead and pull these off real fast, and I'll show you the crusty mess that's inside here right now. Okay, look at that. So we got crusty rotors, almost non-existent pads, control arms going away, all the bushings are kind of trash. We'll refresh all this. It's kind of funny, I almost ordered the wrong size rotor. I thought that just all Corrados, the smallest rotor you got was a 280, but this car actually has a 256 millimeter, same as like the US spec Mark III Golfs and Jettas. I actually came out to the garage at like 2 o'clock in the morning to double check, because I couldn't remember if it was 280 or 256. I wanted to double check, but these ones are in fact 256 and not 280, which is kind of funny because the 2E and the GTI, because that car's 5 lug, that 2E has 280s, where this 2E has 256. Just a little fun fact. I thought all Corrados had 280 minimum, but the 2Es have 256. I wondered though if there's any 5 lug 2E Corrados. I don't think so. I think only the VR6 is 5 lug, but maybe there's some weird specs running around out there. So as you can see, we are off to a great start so far. These screws that hold the rotor to the hub, they love to get put on super tight, and they don't want to back out. It's like the softest metal ever, and it strips super easy. And if you strip it, you gotta pretty much pull the caliper off, hit the backside of the hammer, and just snap the head off it. That's usually what I do. But we have this here. Basically what this does is it goes in like so, and as you hammer on the backside of it, it goes in and turns at the same time, giving you better like grip on here, not stripping it out, hopefully. But this will hopefully do the trick. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Don't want to start your day with the very first bolt or screw getting stripped. A little bit crusty. There it is. Look at this thing. Goodness. Seeing some heat. I'm gonna go through and do some wire brushing throughout here, clean up the hub a little bit, and probably also do the front part of the caliper. Yeah, a little bit crusty in there. There's one. Before I get too far into this, let me just Let me just grab this now and just soak all of the bolts. Because looking down here at where the ball joint is, a little bit, you know, we're just gonna give her a little bit of that and give those some of that, and the stuff back over here that I have to get to, and then there's the bolt over there. We're just gonna, you know, everything gets some. Everything gets some of this. You get some, you get some. Hopefully it's not an issue. Surprisingly enough, the bolt for the ball joint came right out, no problem, which is good. Now how easy I was able to pop that ball joint out of the knuckle, we haven't got there yet, but we'll see. I'm gonna undo the 13 for the Swiper end link next, and then we'll get to doing that one and the one over here, and hopefully it all slides out fairly simple. It's gone good so far, so hopefully it stays that way. So I know I shouldn't say this, but this is going surprisingly well. Like, the ball joint popped right out, no issue. That one came out, no issue. That one came out, no issue. The one for the Swiper end link came out, no issue. I mean, all I had to do is just pry the control arm out, and then we'll toss on our new one. New rotor. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, new pad, but this has gone, it's gone too well, which worries me because I still have one more side to do, and a lot could still go wrong. Kind of worries me. I am shocked at how well this is going. Oh, that's out. Wow, that's so easy. I wish all working on cars was like that. That was awesome. So here we have our old control arm. This bushing is completely blown out. This one is completely blown out. The ball joint itself, let's see. Yeah, not much resistance at all. Not terrible, but obviously not great. We've got nice fresh new pieces going in, fresh ball joint, nice fresh bushings, good to go. Something I want to share real fast, these brake lines, the hard line up here, sometimes can be the biggest pain. This 11 on top of the little nut loves to round off, and a lot of times this is kind of stuck to the line, and as you spin it, it'll spin the whole line and crack it, and it's a whole nightmare. The best thing to do is this little tab here, bend it up, pull the line down like that, and you can see you can put a 14 on this side, so just hold the top of the 11, spin the big side, and it's much easier. And again, it's this side here. This portion, you can put a wrench right here, it's a 14. It's much easier to grab onto this one and spin this free versus trying to spin the 11 and have either that strip out or the line break. It's kind of a hassle. So always pull down, spin this side with the line on it, much easier. So you remember just a few clips ago, I said everything was going so well. Spoke a little too soon. You see how there's a vice grip here? That's never a good sign. But I finally broke it free, but holy crap. This had easily the tightest brake line I've ever seen in my life. Like, all of my strength to pull it free. Almost smashed my knuckles on this, but thankfully, this one is now free. Whew. Nightmare. Dang, we're looking pretty good. So this side is just about done. New control arm, new ball joint, new brake line. We have all new bushing, the sway bar end link, and the bushing over there. That's all good to go. I took my wire brush here and cleaned up this pretty much, and I cleaned up this a little bit. I'm not gonna go through and paint it. If you want to, you can do it later on, but I got most of that surface crap off of there. Just need to go through with this, compress the piston down, pop the new pads in, put the new rotor on, and this set will be complete. All right, so there's no question. We've got Loctite on these bolts. Now we got the, there we go, 92. 92 in Loctite, y'all seen it. Y'all seen it. There it is. 92 foot-pounds with Loctite. Everything's been torqued to spec. So our first side's officially done. We went from all this crustiness, blown out pads, super crusty rotors, like bushings are toast, all toasted. Now got us a nice fresh setup. Like I said, I would go through and paint these, but I'll clean them up and the whole thing looks much better. New bushings, new control arm, new pads, new rotors. She's looking good. So surprisingly enough, today went super smooth. Aside from the stuck brake line on this side, everything worked out super well. I was very surprised at how easy everything came off, went back together, which is super awesome. So the driver's side completely done. Tomorrow we'll come back and knock out the passenger side and then oil change, oil pan, gasket. And at that point, the front of the car is just about done. But for tonight, I'm gonna go through and just finish waxing this side. I just went through and did this quarter over here. And man, It's so shiny. The transformation from before to now is like, it's crazy. So probably go through and try and finish the rest of the car tonight and come back tomorrow, get back to work. So I'm sure many of you know waxing a car by hand is exhausting, but the finished product, I'll just give you a nice little walk around, you can see. This thing came out sick. And again, hood's a wrap. Also this whole section over here where they had to cut out. This whole section, that same kind of like chalky, I couldn't get it to come off, so that's also a wrap. But roof, doors, that whole side of the fender, this section through here. And man, dude, I didn't expect this at all. This thing is shining like crazy. Whew! Blows my mind how nice this thing came out. Now, by no means am I a detailer. I barely know what I'm doing, but at least when we get this car back now, it'll be nice and shiny for him. All right, so before we get into Corrado stuff today, yesterday the guy wired me the money for the TDI. The car is officially sold. Going out to pick it up. They're heading over to vehicle inspection, transfer title, and today is the last day I will have the keys to the TDI. Sad day, but he actually lives one town over, so I'm sure we'll still see the car around every now and then. But yeah, today's the day. TDI is officially gone. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ooh, there she is. And I parked her right next to Jordan's wagon, but there she is, boys. So hopping out of this one, hopping into that one, and passing her on. Whew. Jordan's wagon looking good, but we're here for this one. One last ride in the TDI. Man, kind of sad, dude. Bone stock looking clean. What an absolute unit. I swear to you guys, this car on the stock suspension with the big like soft tires, it is the comfiest riding thing ever. I love modified cars, I love low, but like this is comfy. Like you just, I said, nothing matters, no bumps matter, nothing, it's just comfy and you just run over everything. It's kind of awesome. Hi boys. There she goes. Dang. That's sad. But like I said, the new owner is super cool. He lives one town over from us now, so I'm sure we'll see the car running around, but it is no longer under our ownership, which is sad. But now we can go see the new wagon, which I emailed them and they said the car is still there, but I have to actually physically call them and make an appointment for the next day. So I'll call today and hopefully tomorrow we can go see the potential new wagon. All right, so it's been a few hours. I meant to wear the Corrado some more today, but it's been raining and also I had to do grocery shopping and some more errands, so didn't have time. But called the dealership, got an appointment for tomorrow morning. We're going to see the Jetta VR6 wagon. Hopefully, the pictures look great, but hopefully it's good in person. We'll see. But as a man of my word, I said once we hit 20 patrons, we're actually at 21 right now, I will show you this car. It'll be quick. I'll do a full reveal later on, like a full timeline on how I got the car and everything about it. But right now, I'll at least show you what it is. Here we go. Wait for it. Let me turn the light on. Let me turn the light on. All right. 3, 2, 1. Bam. So yeah, this has been the car chilling in the barn for months and months and months now. Like I said, later on I'll do a full in-depth video of the car, how I got it, what was wrong with it, the plans for it potentially, and all that kind of stuff. But for right now, quick overview. This is a 1997 Mystic Blue Joker Edition Golf 3 variant. Very cool spec of a car. Even has the cool red and smoked tail lights. Like I said, it's a cool spec of the car. There's things about the car that obviously aren't great or that aren't really what I want in a variant, but we'll have to still see. But yeah, there is the car. That's been in the background for like, seriously, I've had this car for months and months and months and months now, just chilling here. I'd move it like over there. It was always like just out of the shot. But it's a cool car, and I love the color. Definitely one of my favorite parts about the car. Cool color, Joker Edition, cool seats. Overall, it's a cool car, but again, it's not exactly what I want, so we'll see what the actual plans for this car will be. I gotta say though, it feels so nice to finally put this car on camera. I've had to film so many things over because I left this open or left that door open, and this car's in the background, had to delete it, start over, but it feels nice to actually put the car on camera. And again, the Mystic Pearl Blue is such a nice color. This car hasn't been washed. I got this car months ago. It got parked right here, and that's been it. I haven't washed it. I haven't done a single thing to this car. It's just been chilling. So yeah, there it is. And again, 1997 Volkswagen Golf variant, Joker Edition, in the beautiful Mystic Blue, in which this color looks really good next to this color. Electronic green next to that color. Just a nice combination. So there it is, boys and girls. The mystery car has finally been revealed. Again, I'll do a full in-depth video later on, but we had 20-something Patreon, so I wanted to show the car. It's also kind of crazy to think at this point, all we need is a Mark III Cabrio, and we'll have all the Mark IIIs. We have a 2-door Golf, 4-door Golf, we have the Jetta, we have the variant. All I need is a convertible. We actually have them all. But with that, I got to end the video here. You've officially seen the mystery car. The Corrado got some work done. The TDI is officially sold, and tomorrow we're going to see the potential new daily wagon, which is gonna be sick. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do not forget to be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.